We are made for battle. Though once we were mere mortals, we were taken to the heavens and reforged by Sigmar, imbued with a portion of the glory of the gods themselves. Hard he crafted us, tempering every warrior with the raw energies of the storm, and upon the anvil of apotheosis we are remade with superhuman strength and courage beyond the ken of our mortal past. We are the Stormcast Eternals.
Sometimes I'm asked, why do you follow the god of plague, despair, and decay? It always makes me laugh, and I say, how do you know that your god even loves you? They usually say something like, it's not my place to be loved by a god. So I just ask another question. What do you think it feels like to be loved by a god? Yes, every time.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Saga of Dice Battle Report. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to all of our wonderful Patreons who are supplying us with wonderful ideas even as we speak. Today, we have a classic standoff for you. We have the Stormcast Eternals with dragons fighting on the Maggotkin of Nurgle with some giant...
Maggotkin, yeah.
Oh, that's his name, yeah.
Big, gross guy.
Yeah, I think I've seen him before. So we're going to be playing the Veins of Gur from the General's Handbook. We're going to be setting up the armies in no time, and we'll be having a game for you. In the meantime, if you like what we do here on the channel, please hit the like button. Also, hit subscribe and ring the screaming bell so that you know that we are doing new battle reports almost every week. I think that's all of it. So with that said, let's get over to the table.
Alright, so our battle plan for today is the Veins of Gur. This is a fun one. This is the old Star Strike, if you know it by that name. There's no objectives to start with on the battlefield, but our deployments are just up to 11 inches, so we're 22 apart, although some people don't deploy on the line. Other than that, the objectives will show up. First one in the middle on turn 2, and then 2 in our deployment zones, respectively, on turn 3. And this, past that, it's just hold 1, or no, not hold 1, hold 2, hold more. This is, you score a number of points equal to the battle round. So turns 4 and 5 are very important for this one. And other than that, we still have our battle tactics, and these are all prime objectives, so none of them will be disappearing.
Cool.
Okay, so for my army here, we got our good old Maggotkin of Nurgle making the return, this time with the Maggotkin. So that is the main focus of the army. He's essentially a god model. He gets to pick a spell, and so his spell is Gift of Disease, which is a 21-inch range. Picking enemy unit, all within 7 inches of that unit get a disease point. Just a fun thing to throw out there. My general, which is right next to him there, that's the Harbinger of Decay. Cool, converted up one by my opponent, Rob. He's my general, so he has Overwhelming Stench, which is the one you always see on mortal generals. For 7-inch, you can't issue command abilities, and wholly within 7, you can't receive command abilities. Very powerful there. He has the artifact for a 4-up ward save, the Split Horn Helm. Then my third hero is a Sloppity Bile Piper. Good old rootin' tootin' dootin'. He has an Arcane Tome, because I have a Warlord for all 3 of those heroes. And what the spell he took for that is, can I remember the name of it? Magnificent Buboes? No, I think that's a mortal one. This spell is you pick an enemy unit within 12 inches, and he's not allowed to cast, move, or attack for any reason, otherwise he cancels the spell. But for as long as he doesn't, the enemy unit he picked is -1 to hit, wound, and save. Which might not come up a lot against an almost entire army of 4-up spell ignores, but we'll see. Other than him, we have our main units. We have our Nurglings in the back, hiding in the terrain. They're the last unit for the Warlord, the 3 heroes in them. Then my battle line, because my sub-faction is the Droning Guard, my battle line is 2 units of 3 Plague Drones and 10 Blight Kings, Putrid Blight Kings, 1 big reinforced unit. So the Droning Guard sub-faction just basically makes Plague Drone's battle line, and the first battle round and every turn in which they were set up, so if I summon more, they will be -1 to hit from all sources for the entire battle round. And yeah, that's about it. Droning Guard. Oh yes, points. That's right, because this list does very much so enjoy the Triumph. This list is 1975, I believe, so it's 25 under. And the Triumph, if I get it, is reroll charges.
All right, here I've got a Stormcast Eternals army list with the Hammers of Sigmar subfaction set up for today. Mostly dragons. Leading the pack, I've got the Knight Draconis. He has a Arcane Tome and the Celestial Blade spell. He also has a Mount trait, which is a Thunderous Presence. And he's got his Holy Command, which is Final Thunderstrike. In addition, there is also the Aspect of Zir command trait, which is Envoy of the Heavens. So those are all of the good things that he's got going for him. Backing him up to make sure he doesn't screw the pooch horribly is the Celestin Prime, who will be starting off the table as per usual and bombing in somewhere later on. In the rest of a battle regiment, I have 3 units of Stormdrake Guard, one of which is reinforced, and that is the Reds, and then I've got Blue Team and I've got Green Team. They have literally nothing beyond the fact that they are amazing dragons going for them. All of that is in a battle regiment, so it's 1 drop, but it comes out to a total of 1985 points, which means that the Nurgle guys will be getting their Triumph today. Otherwise, that's all I've got. We'll go and check out the battlefield for the mission.
Okay, so Rob was nice and generous enough to give me first turn. How kind of him. So this is just going to be, there's no objectives to run to. There's a bunch of dragons on the back end of the board, so I guess I'm just kind of moving up, I guess. My battle tactic is going to be Ferocious Advance. We are going to be running the Glotkin, the Putrid Blight Kings, and this Harbinger of Decay. I don't like that, actually. And the Bile Piper. Yeah, let's do that. They might hold them back. No, this is... I should have thought about this more. Let's actually exclude the Blight Kings. We're going to do the Glotkin.
It's too bad someone didn't, ask you ahead of time.
Yeah, right? Something like that. Yeah, the General, the Glotkin, and these flies. Just those 3. So we're going to put that there so I don't forget, like I have done in the past. Then my heroic action. Oh, actually, before we go into that, I rolled number 1 on the wheel, so that's going to be for the Wheel of Contagion. I'm 4-up ward save for all of my heroes for this turn, this battle round. We're also in the first battle round, so the Droning Guard give my flies -1 to hit, just good to remember. And my heroic action, we can just get into it. Actually, no, we can do that now. 4-up for a CP, I will do it. So that's going to go in the Glotkin right there.
Oh, also trying to get one for my Knight Draconis. He makes it.
And look at that, we're both smart. So that'll put me up to 2 onto the side for going first, and then 1 for making a CP. And also, at the start of the hero phase, for just the first turn only, my general is within 7 inches of a Harbinger of Decay because he is a Harbinger of Decay, which means I get D3 bonus command points for this turn. I get 3. Okay, so I'm up to lots and lots of command points. There's 5 plus the generated one. I can burn through all of those in a single battle round though, so that's good to have. And then the only other thing in the start of the hero phase, there's no rallies, but I do have to generate my summoning points, my contagion points. I have a Nurgle unit wholly within my deployment, obviously. Nothing wholly within his. And I have a tree that's not within 3 inches of an enemy, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, and he's not partially within my deployment, so there's a bonus point there. So 3 for being in mine, bonus point because he's not within mine, and a tree for 5. And then with those summoning points out of the way, I will find the dice for them later. We can just get right into casting. So we are going to start with the Sploppity Bile Piper. He's going to cast Mystic Shield from downtown. That is a 5 + 2 for 7. And Rob is outside of 30, so we are good to just do it right away. So we're going to put that +1 to save on the Blight Kings, I believe. So I will boop, boop, boop. There you go, that'll be a good Mystic Shield. I'll get a better counter later. Then I believe I'm outside of 21 with the rest. Yeah, so no Gift of Disease. He is going to cast Abundance of Flesh, however. The Glotkin, that is. A 4 is not going to do it. It's, I think, a 6 or 7. So then we're going to go on to Arcane Bolt. with a 7. And still outside of Unbind range means I just have an Arcane Bolt. And that's my hero phase. We can check in after movement. Okay, so very eventful turn. I ran with my things, got some good runs actually. I auto-ran the Blight Kings using his generated CP, so that's what they are doing. The Blight Kings doing that far up. I brought in my Nurglings because they have to come down turn 1. They're just going to hold down my terrain in case an objective drops there, and to generate contagion points. Other than that, no shooting, everything ran. We're just kind of chilling, waiting for the dragons to come. So let's see what happens on their turn.
How many points did you get?
Oh yes, and I did score my battle tactic, not with 3 monsters, so just 2 points, that's it.
Cool.
And there.
All right, so here we are for Stormcast Eternals Turn 1, the Dragons Unleashed. For my Ferocious Advance action this tactic turn, I'm going to pick Ferocious Advance. And one of those word good things that I often can do. So I'm going to pick the red team, the blue team, and the Knight Draconis, all parts of that. And then for my heroic action this turn, I am going to use a chance to get an extra command point on my Knight Draconis. I get it with the 5+.
And I will do the same. I do not. I have 5 CP, I'm fine.
You're fine. That just leaves spells. I'm going to put Mystic Shield from my Knight Draconis onto red team. And that activates big time, so you're not shutting that down.
I can't, but I'm going to roll anyways. I got a 6.
Oh, that's good. All right, well, we're going to go into the movement phase. I'm going to use one of my command points to issue the full run speed on red team. And then I'll move all my stuff and we'll come right back. All right, so we are back. Movement phase completed and going into shooting. All those boys and dragons over there have moved and advanced. So they are not shooting anything and they are outside of 12 even if they were. Same deal with green team over here. They just moved regular, but they are still outside of 12. That means that we're not charging either. That means we're going pretty much through Battle Shock and into scoring. I completed my battle tactic, but I did it with all monsters, giving me an extra point. Thank you. So, with that all said and done, now it's time to see where that objective is going to pop up at the start of turn 2. So we got to roll 2d6 for that.
Okay, let's set up which is high and which is low first.
Yeah.
So that will be
A cut.
Oh. So this is going to be low, this is going to be high.
Okay. Here we go. It's going to be low.
Oh, of course, over with you, yep.
You called it. We'll place
I
that.
knew it.
And then we'll roll off for turn 2. I got a 5, you got a 1.
Think.
I'm going to let him have it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
So we'll go on to Nurgle turn 1 in just a moment after we place that objective.
Okay, so top of the turn for Nurgle, turn 2. There's really no battle tactics I can actually score here with any amount of reliability whatsoever. So I'm just going to pick an impossible one that I was never going to be able to do anyways to leave all my options open. So I'm choosing a Nurgle one, the Droning, which is have 4 Puscoil Blightlords or Plague Drones or Lord of Afflictions in each quarter of the table. I only have 2 units, so that's physically impossible because they have to be each separate units. So that's my battle tactic. We're on to turn 2, so the wheel is on number 2, which is everything on my side of the board heals D3 instead of 1 this turn. Cool, don't need that either. For summoning points, I scored just as much as last time, so I'm up to 10 now. We'll see if I summon this turn, I might. Then after that, my heroic action. I'm gonna make a CP on the big guy. Nope.
I'm also going to try and put a CP on my Knight Draconis again. That's a success.
Wow, rubbing it in, okay. I don't think I need to burn my Warlord for a bonus CP. This turn also doesn't look too eventful. So then we can go into casting. So let's start by casting Mystic Shield again from the Bile Piper. Ooh, a 9. Would you like to try and unbind that?
No, that's quite all right.
Yeah. Oh, you might be out of range anyways.
Yeah.
Don't even need to measure it. You're not going to do it anyways. Where did I just put that token? Aha. Let's put that on the Glotkin. Because he's closest to spooky things. Then the Glotkin, speaking of which, can cast. He is going to start with Gift of Disease. Let's see what happens. With a 7, that will do. So that will If I pick them, it'll just give all 3 of them disease points.
Yeah, we'll
Possibly.
try and stop that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's getting shut
okay.
down.
Wow. No
That's
gift
not
of
happening
disease.
today.
Then,
We're re-gifting the disease.
yeah. We either Arcane Bolt, but you have a 4-up to ignore it, so let's just do Abundance of Flesh again on the Blight Kings. A 5, again, I believe that's a fail, so they really don't like getting +1 to their wounds characteristic. That's my hero phase done. Let's go into movement and see where I end up. End of the movement phase for the Maggotkin here. We auto-ran the Blight Blight Kings, that's what they're called. Everybody else ran except for these drones. Then I summoned another Bile Piper from the first Bile Piper, or from him, I guess. So you know what? We can actually put him... Okay. That's what I get for deciding something mid-recording. I'm gonna summon him onto the objective, because he can be wholly within 7 of him. There we go. I at least have something on the objective. Just because his aura wasn't gonna reach the front of their lines, because these Plague Drones who didn't run are about to charge. So let's see what they get. I got a double 1. I don't think I have the CP to spare to re-roll it. Because I think I need an 8, was it? A 9. Yeah. Here we can. Sticks are always better, folks.
They are way better.
So yeah, the 8 charge would probably do it.
Yeah, 8.5 would actually do it, so that's why
Especially if
sticks
you
are
stop
good.
moving back the terrain.
What are you talking about? I haven't moved that piece of terrain at all.
I have the video evidence.
Yeah. Oh, this is a tough decision. I think I kind of need Blightcreed too, though. Nope. It is fine. I could spend the Triumph to reroll the charge. You know what? Let's burn the Triumph. Keep the CP.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or, you know, no, I'm spending it because I can Warlord. I forgot about my Warlord. I can generate a bonus CP. So we are going to reroll to charge here. And we're gonna roll one of the dice off the board. There's an 11. Thank you for making my gambling pay off dice. Let's move them in and see where they end up.
Gambling always pays off, friends.
Yep. Okay, so they finished their charge here, the drones did. I used my Triumph because I'm not gonna actually get my Warlord CP until the start of my turn. So they're just gonna be right there. But after that charge,
I'm going to spend a command point to do my stand and shoot at them. So that's blue team dragon breathing into the plague drones. So that's going to be 2d3 mortal wounds coming at them for their tenacity and their audacity. So that's a grand total of 3.
and I don't care once, so I take 2 damage, putting one guy down to 3 wounds left.
Or you do care twice.
Yeah, I did care twice, I didn't care once, that's right. Don't try and mess me up, I knew what I said. So I will pile them in and get our attacks ready after this. Okay, some very technical pile-ins going on here. Just trying to tag as many models within 3 inches as I can, because this Bile Piper is doing My Love for You is like a right fart, so no pile-ins for enemy models that start within 3 inches of a demon unit.
Monstrous actions.
Yes, you do get no, they're in Hunters of the Heartland, so you don't get one anyways. It's the 2 drones and the Blight Kings that are in Hunters.
Good to know.
Yeah, so we can go right into my attacks. I just have one guy that's actually within 1 inch. I'm trying to just tag models more than hit them hard. But Rob did all on defense, so these are gonna probably bounce off. Let's find out. The one guy will have 8 attacks, himself plus the mount. 3 up, 3 up. Okay, all hit. That's insane.
2 contagion.
And 2 disease points, because 6 is to hit. And wounding on a 3 up. Okay. Wow. I should have picked the one that does mortal wounds on 6s to wound. So that's going to be 6 armor saves for you, good sir.
No trouble. We're making those on a 2+. 2 go through.
2 damage. Lucky me.
Sorry, that's 2 damage total or 2 damage for each attack?
Yeah, 2 damage total.
All right.
And then the 2 disease points, which I will put on a nice convenient little thing here. And that is them done. So it is on to you for hitting me back.
All right, so I got 1 dragon in there. That's the champion, so he's going to be hitting you on 3. And And that's not bad. Oh. And that is going to be wounding you on 3s as well. So that's 3, a -1 rend, 1 damage.
5 up down to a 6 up. Nothing, and 5 up ignore.
Aren't they 2 damage each?
Nope, they're 1 damage each. That's the mount. So 1 damage total.
All right, so we got 4 attacks back with the dragon. Dragon has hit a grand total of 3 times.
On that 3 up.
Yep, and then 1 wound at -2 rend, if I'm not mistaken.
Right through my armor, so just 5 up ignore for the 2 damage it does. I take 2 damage. That will kill this champion right back here.
Great, and then we're going to try and drag him into the Tempest.
Oh, you can do that against 5 wound models, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just need a 6.
And I've got one within 1 inch, so that'll happen
True.
on a 6. Nope, not a
Thank
6.
goodness. Oh my goodness. That would have ruined everything. Then your red dragons can hit me. Because
yeah.
just the 1 red dragon's mount is within range, because it's a 2-inch reach, right?
That's right. We'll go and try that anyway. We got hitting on 3s for him. Although I can spend the command point to make it an all-out attack, but I should have said that before I rolled.
Save your points for your turn anyways.
Yeah, theoretically. So that's 1 wound at -2 rend again.
5 up ignore, because it goes right through my armor. I block 1, so 1 damage onto Mr. Musician.
2 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, that was the word.
Yeah,
My
it went
mistake.
through my
Yep.
armor, so.
No, I'm just out at lunch again.
And that will take us on to the end of the round. The Knight Draconis, the leader, is outside of range, so he's not going to do anything. And dragged into the Tempest is a 1-inch reach, so that red dragon wasn't in range.
Nope.
So we're going to tick up disease on the 2 units that are at the end of the combat phase near me, which means the reds will have 1 disease and the blues will have now 3. Boop, there we are. So 3 dice, each 4+ is immortal on the blues. Just 1.
I'm within 12 inches of the objective, so I have a 6 up ward.
Ah, hammers.
Nope.
And 1 dice for the reds. Nope, they're good.
Great.
And that is the end of the turn. Well, Battle Shock, actually, because that was the start of the Battle Shock. I have a banner, which means on a 1, I get a model back. Ah, okay. So, no extra models back, but I can't fail because I'm Bravery 10. For scoring, you have 1 dragon touching the objective for 5. I have 2, 4, 6. Because they're all 5 wounds, so I will hold that objective for this turn. Bringing it to a total for scoring for my turn, I didn't have that battle tactic again, so it's just going to be 2 more points for a total of 4.
Nice.
On to Stormcast.
Okay, so we're going to kick off with Stormcast Turn number 2 here. I'm going to pick Conquer for my battle tactic this turn, and I'm going to put Finest Hour on my Knight Draconis. That is going to be my stuff to start. How about you? What's your
I'm going to
battle
make a CP on the Glotkin.
Oh,
His butt eyes are not working.
no, apparently they are not. I'm also going to cast Celestial Blades. I'm going to put that on red team from the Knight Draconis. That activates on a 7.
Not on my watch. Go Glotkid. Okay, fine. That's a 5.
All right. Celestial Blades it is. On top of that, I'm also going to use his once per game ability to get them to fire in the hero phase. I'm going to unleash Team Red's Dragon Breath, and I'm going to have them all hose down the Plague Drones.
They'll be fine.
Yeah,
They'll be
let's
fine.
find out. So that's 2 misses, a D3 and a D6. The D6, 1 and a D3.
That's always how
That's
the D6s
1.
go.
So that's 2.
This is nice. This is dragons in my experience. So 5 up ignore. I block 1, so I take 1 damage.
All right.
That guy has 2 on him now. 3 wounds left.
Very cool.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it up here.
Okay. Give me
What
one
else
second.
you
I
got?
need to check my rules, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we are back after movement phase is complete. That means we're going right into the shooting time phase.
Ooh, hold on. We aren't done the movement phase. This
Oh,
is
yes.
actually a worthwhile roll, because I'm going to Blight Krieg with the Glotkin. He is still within 12. He will need a 10-inch charge. You know what? I don't actually think that's worth doing. Never mind.
Okay.
But you did redeploy your
I did
Salvity
redeploy.
Bile Piper to give
Yep.
me a harder charge on.
2 inches further, so I think you'll need an 8, because you were at 6, and now
That's
it's
right.
8.
So first I'll lead the way with Firing Breath.
Yes.
I'm going to fire the Knight Draconis into the Slavity Bile Piper. We're going to do a d6.
Uh-oh.
We're going to do 4 mortal wounds to that bile paper.
Retro. I block 2, so I take 2.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Blue team is going to blow into the flies. So that is d6 again. And that is 3 mortal wounds.
I block 1, so this guy's down to 1 wound left.
Okay. I'll blast red team into them as well. There's no fixation like target fixation. So that's 2d6 and
Okay.
2 misses. So 2d6. 7 mortal wounds.
Waha! I make 1. So
Nice.
that will kill the guy and do exactly enough to kill the other one.
Excellent.
Nicely done.
Thank you. It was mostly the dice, honestly.
Yeah.
I can mostly put that one on the dice.
That is a shame.
Yeah, and then green team is also going to try and replicate the success and blow their breaths into those other droney flies. So that is hitting...
2d3.
yeah, so that's 2d3. For a grand total of 3 mortal wounds.
5 ups. I will block 1, so 2 damage on another one.
Nice.
Alright.
Alright. So that's all the shooting said and done. And now it is time for potential charging. We're going to give that a thought and we'll check in just a moment. Alright, so charge time. We've decided to do some charging after all, now that we've got ourselves cleared up rather than sitting back and watching the Blight Kings roll towards us. So green team is going to try charging first, and they're going 7 inches. That may do it. We'll check in just a moment.
Boop, boop, boop. 6 and 7.
No, that's not going to do
Not
it.
quite.
Well, my PR guy said it might. Team Red, we're going to try Team Red. Let's see if they charge in. They're going 9, and that is unfortunately not going to reach. That is also too far away.
Use the stick.
Yep, see, too far away. Well, that's within... No,
Oh,
that's a
not
full
within
inch.
half, yeah.
Yeah, that's a full inch. We'll try blue team. Blue team goes 7, which is not enough as well. And then the long bomb, the Draconis, he is going 10 inches.
Not
so
a problem.
He's got it. Yeah, he's going to take that bile piper, and we're going to do that.
Just end within half.
Just end, yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Rightio. Well,
Ow.
he's going to go in first. Is there something that's stopping me from doing monstrous actions?
Not here.
Not there. Not anywhere. Well then, yeah, I'm going to try stomping the poor dude.
You're wholly within 7, so my roar doesn't matter.
That is a stomp.
Okay.
And it is a whole mortal wound.
5 up, ignore. Ow.
Boink.
And then my guy gets to do a quasi roar. He's so stinky on a 3 up you don't get to receive or deal command abilities, which it doesn't matter because he's wholly within 7 of overwhelming stench anyways, but in case he for some reason piles out of it, no command ability.
Might as well be ready for it, right?
Yep.
So with that all said and done, I
Oh,
will...
my bile piper will do the no pile-ins tune again. So
Okay.
you're stuck there.
That's fine. Right, I will do...
Is that song again, Matthias?
My love for you is like a ripe fart.
Classic.
It's a jam. You know what? It's too popular these days. You turn on the radio and that's all they play.
It's overplayed.
Yeah. I like early one evening, my pustule was seeping. That one's like, you know, it's a deep cut.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
But,
Deep tracks only.
yeah, deep tracks only. So, I'm not even going to bother all out defensing here because he has rend 3 on his blade and rend 2 on his claws.
Wow.
Which my 5-up save will generally appreciate. Which is also why it's not really worth finest houring, which is why I didn't finest hour him. Because he's only got a 5-up armor.
But it is totally worth it for him to do all-out attack, so I'll spend a command point to do
can't,
that.
because he's wholly within
got
7.
the aura. Right, yes, you did mention that, didn't you? Well then, good thing I wasted time checking that out for nothing. Let's fight him. So we're hitting on 3s, so that's 2 hits with the blade,
Okay.
1 wound. That
Goes right
wins
through.
So that is 2 damage.
Yep, so 5-up ignores. And because I forgot to put the wound on him from the stomp, he's dead.
Nice.
Boop. And that was it.
And that's all we wrote.
Done.
All right. So that means we're going over to Battle Shock phase.
Well, hold on. I'm within 3 of you with
Oh,
my
yeah,
general.
Oh, you want to? Oh, the
Yeah,
general
I get
wants
to
to
hit
fight
you.
Okay, I'll let him come in.
Yeah.
Step up
I
and
ain't
have a go, mate.
Scared.
You're not scared?
I ain't scared. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna be scared.
because-
Unit's always going backwards. You ever notice that?
Yeah, you know what? Let's make it more cinematic.
There you go.
Let's flip
That's
them around.
more like it.
There we go. And I'm gonna spend my last CP just because this is the bottom of the round anyways. And he is going to all-out attack.
Go for it.
He's hitting on 2s.
Fight, 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 fight.
All hit, no disease. Wounding on 3s. All wound, so -1 to your armor there.
Very nice. I've normally got a 3 up, but it's my finest hour, so I've got a 2 up, meaning I'm back up to a 3 up. And the 3 up says, 1 goes through. How much damage?
D3. 1.
A mighty 1.
Just a cute
6
little
up.
one.
Yeah, my 6 up ward. Nope, goes through.
Hey. And then my fly-blown bites from the mount.
Hooves and teeth. Hooves and
3s.
teeth. Hooves and teeth.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah, go angry
Oh
horse.
my
Dang!
Praise be to Nurgle! That's 4 contagion or disease points.
Great.
Okay. And then we wound you on 4s. Coming in with 2. Rend nothing, so you got your 2 ups.
1
And I
goes through.
still get a damage. Boink. This is the old fantasy adage, right? Your mount always does more damage than the
Yeah,
guy
man,
on top.
that's why I built it that way.
Yep, so
Hooves and teeth. Hooves and teeth. Hooves
now
and teeth.
with that done, we can go on to the end of the, or start of the battle shock, yeah.
Yeah.
Not end.
So,
Which is just going to be
you've
my
got-
disease points.
Yeah,
So I got the 4 contagion on him, but I'm also going to go take up 1 because at the end of the combat, you were within 3 of a Nurgle unit.
Yep.
So you know what? Let's roll green dice for it. I bet I'll roll more 4-ups if I do that. So that's going to be 5 dice here. Each 4-up is immortal. I knew it! Green dice and roll better for disease. That's 4 mortals.
Okay, we're going to save those on 6s. I save 1,
Hey.
so that means he's at 5.
Hey, you're not allowed to ward save. That's no fair. Ward saves are so powerful. Nobody, only I get ward saves. And then 1
false.
for these guys, because they should only be at 1. Forgot to take them down. Same with the red ones. So 1 for the blues. They're fine.
Yep.
And the reds. They take it.
No, they're too far away.
Yeah, they're not on the objective.
They're 12-inch holy within if they were, but
Oh,
they're not.
holy within, I
Yeah,
see.
holy within 12.
Yeah. All right. So then that is it. You'll put a wound on one of them,
I certainly will.
and we can go on to scoring.
Roll for the. Oh, yes, score.
So I've conquered it
This will take down to 1.
for 2,
And you own it.
and I own it, and I did it with a monster.
There's no bonus for doing
No
Conquer
one-
with a monster,
Aw.
unfortunately.
Well, that is unfortunate.
So it brings you 4 points.
Excellent.
So 4 to 6 in favor of Rob here.
And then roll for the.
Well, hang on. I've already got 3.
Oh yeah, totally. So right, because I forgot you did your first one with the monster, so that is going to be
Or no, sorry. I already had 3. So
7
that means
to
I've
4.
got 4 now. 7 to 4.
yeah.
Okay.
So-
So now we're bringing in objectives.
Why don't you guys both roll for your own?
Yeah. All right. So this is low, this is middle, this is high.
So that will.
Looks like high.
I actually got the middle
Nice.
for once. The really difficult to roll middle. So we will.
one there and 1 there, and then.
Or there, because it's
yeah,
in
this
my
there.
deployment.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
And then we will roll off now.
Let's roll off now.
Here, why don't
All
you
right.
guys go over here? Try and get them in the same shot.
3. Ooh, I will
Looks like
take
it's your
it.
call.
I don't want to get charged and shot at again, so let's try and pick off some dragons before then. Okay, so top of the turn for Nurgle. We drop down our objectives where we rolled them. This is surprisingly in the middle. It looks a little off, but that's where it is. I got 2 CP because I'm going first, and I burned my Warlord for the bonus CP because I didn't last time, as it turns out. I am on number 3 of the wheel, which means I rolled a number of dice equal to the battle round, and each 4-up is a bonus point. I only got 1 more, so I'm up to a total of 9 summoning points. Other than that, my battle tactic is aggressive expansion for the 2 that just came down. And then we can, no rallies to make, no nothing else, so we're gonna go on to heroic actions. I'm gonna finest hour my general.
Nice.
I'm going to put a command point on my Knight Draconis. Nope.
Okay. And so we can go into casting now. So we're going to start with my little guy down here casting Favored Poxes.
What's that do again?
I pick an enemy unit within 12, and for as long as he stands still and doesn't attack or shoot, he gives that unit he picked -1 to hit, save, and wound.
Crazy.
Yep. So we're going to see if that goes off. An 11.
Yeah, I can't stop that.
You're not going to try and boxcars it?
Nope.
Okay. So it auto goes off, but you ignored on a 4-up.
Oh, I have an option to ignore it.
Arcane Lineage.
That's totally...
All right. So not going to bother keeping that up if it's not affecting you. And then the Glotkin has his spell, so he's going to do a fun little Mystic Shield. Kapow. With an 8.
Yeah, you can have that.
Okay. And you know it, you love it. Abundance of Flesh. Here we go. Yeah, Abundance of Flesh. Nope. 4.
What have unbinds if you can just play poker with them?
Yeah.
Just stare them down.
All right.
Beady eyes.
And with that, we can go on to movement now.
Okay.
Let's come back. Okay, end of the movement. Things have moved around. Some of them ran. Some, actually, just these Nurglings ran, and he ran. But they both rolled 6s, so that's great. The Bile Piper, who suspiciously died last time, is suspiciously back again after I spent 7 more points to return him. He's going to be doing that a lot. Other than that, the no redeploys, he's stuck around in combat, so he picks up a disease for that. And we can go on to shooting. So let's start with the Glotkin into the Knights. That's going to be 7 shots. Would you like to all on defense? I'm -2.
Yeah, I better do that.
Okay. Going down to 2. So hitting on 3s. 1 disease point. And wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, -2, so effectively -1.
Yep, saving on 4s.
1 damage.
1 damage.
And tick up your disease from that 1/6 to hit I rolled. Take that. And then these drones can all see them, and they should all be within 7. Actually, this guy's probably out. Yep, so just 2 of them are going to be shooting. Yeah. They get a number of shots equal to the enemy models in the unit, up to a max of 7, but there's only 2 in that unit, so that'll be 4 shots. On 3s as well. So 1 disease, 2 hits, and 2 wounds, no rend.
All right, saving on 3s. Save them both.
Why I oughta?
Boink.
At least I gave you a cold. And with that, we can go right into charges. So we are going to start by charging in these plague drones over here. Coming on in with a 9.
Very nice.
Love it. Are you going to unleash hell?
Not with the green team.
That is what I like to hear. So they are just going to do the exact same thing that the other guys did. In fact, he's going to be up here for the vertical coherency of being in combat, I believe. We'll check the rules on if this is legal or not. If not, then when we come back, they will be on the ground. But for now, we have other charges to make. Boop, boop, boop. So, onto the Glotkin now. He's gonna come on in with a hot, nasty 9. Okay.
Right, I'll stand and shoot at that.
All right, he's gonna charge like so to try and get as many guys outside of 6 as he can, but probably 3 are still in.
Yep, I got 3.
Yeah.
So that's 2d6 and a d3.
Okay. Good
So,
old dragons.
d6s. d3. So that's 7 in total. Hey.
Pretty good. So wounding on, or 5-up ignores. Make 1. Take 6 damage. Great. That's the Gladiator for ya. So 6 damage on him. And then finally these Blight Kings need an 8-inch charge to make it in, to go up and over into Mr. Hero over here. With a 9. Oh, my charges have all been 9s. That is acceptable.
Move them in and we'll come back?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so they actually ended up charging like that because they do have to end within half an inch. Means I probably shouldn't have charged them, but here we are. So my monstrous actions, my Maggotkin is the only monster on my side to do anything, so he's going to Mountain of Loathsome Flesh those dragons on a 2-up. Yep, so you take 5 mortals.
Cool.
Whoa.
Bonk.
I'm going to Titanic Tool them back with the red team, or the red dragon that's closest
the
to
one
him.
guy.
Yep. Then I'm going to stomp the Harbinger of Decay.
Yep.
So that is...
Yes, that's a 2.
Yep. My
4-up ignore. Yep, we're good.
You got
Good on them.
tippy toes.
And then over there, I'll just roar at them.
They're Hunters of the Heartland.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yes.
All right. Well,
So-
let's do it then.
Going into combat, it's going to be the big old Gladi K. He can't really pile in without getting further out anyways, because there's an archway in the way. So we're just going to real quick pull up his profile, even though I mostly know it. Yep, there it is. So he should have 4 attacks with Gurk's Tentacle, because he hasn't fully scaled yet. We're just going to combine that with his Lamprey Maw, which is 3 more attacks. And these I will all-out attack on. So he's hitting on 2s. Papow. Couple of 3 ones in there. Great. Always love to see it. There's a disease and 2s. Got some more 1s in there. Yup, that's pain. 2 at -2.
All right. Yeah. Those both go through.
Now 3 apiece, so 6 damage.
All right.
That's why those
so that's
1s
gonna be
hurt so
1.
much.
So that's going to be 1.
Yeah, he had 7 plus 6 is 13, -9 is 4 damage on the other guy. And then Otto's Scythe is going to be hitting on 2s because the all-out attack. There's still a 1 in there. Oh well. And wounding on 3s. 3 wounds at -1.
Saved.
Okay. That ends. He is done. That's it.
I'll activate my Nitroconus fighting the Harbinger of Decay.
Okay.
5 attacks. That is 4 hits and 2 wounds at -3 rend.
So 2 up down to a 5 up because he's finest houred. Make 1. So 4 up ignores on the 2 damage.
3 damage.
He's 2 damage on his main Warblade.
On his Warblade?
I believe so. So I pass 1, fail 1 on his 4 up. Yeah, just check it real quick, but it is a 4 up. Or 2 damage. Boop. Yeah.
And then there's the balance,
Yeah,
right?
you're right. Yep. Mount
Yep,
going.
and then the mount.
3 hits.
Yep, on 3s and 3s.
That's 3 at -2.
So he's 2 up, -2's a 4 up. So take 2, so that's 4 damage. So 4 up ignores. I take 2 more. So he's taken 3.
And he had 7.
Yes, 3 out of 7.
I'll just try dragging into the Tempest on the Blight Kings.
Yep.
Gone.
Okay, that's just the closest one then, I assume?
Yep.
Bat. There he goes. And then I will pick these drones who I will pile in a little bit after, but I can just roll all their attacks because they're all going to get in. Just to keep it all in one go. So that'll be 2 attacks per guy on top, plus 1 for the champion, and then 6 attacks per mount. So that's going to be a lot of attacks, but no all-out attack because I already spent it, obviously. And do you want to all-out defense here? They're rend
No
nothing.
rend.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Okay.
Now we'll go with regular value.
All right.
Well, there's some risk it here.
And they were outside of the Bile Piper's range, so they don't get any bonuses, which is why I shouldn't have charged them. Well, let's see. Picking out all these whiny 1s and 2s. Okay. 2 disease. And... a pow. 3s to wound. 8 armor saves.
Okay.
Disease.
7 on 3s. 1 goes through.
1. Yay! Look at them go.
Yeah, we're gonna... And we'll attack back. So that is 7 and then 6. And looking for 3s. That is a hit. Those are those. And 3s again. So that is 6 at -1 rend.
Oh, and they were going to all-out defense. I was just piling in the this guy preemptively here. So they're all-out defense minus this is the blade, so back to a 5-up armor. Hey, it's helped. Saved 2 and 5-up ignores. Nothing. Takes 4 damage.
Nice. And then the dragons. Looking for 3s again. And that is 5. So that's 3 wounds at -2.
So 6 ups. Nope. And 6 saves, 5 ups. Ignore 1, so that kills a full guy. So there's 1 with 1 wound left, and
Drag him into the
at full.
Tempest. Hasta luego, unless it's equal.
5 wounds.
Yeah, I have to beat it.
Alright, so they were supposed to pile in, so this guy was going to go here, this guy was going to go here, and he was going to drop down, which means he's just going to be the one who dies. And 4 damage.
So you're going over to the Vikings now?
Yes, or the Harbinger of Decay. He was piling in first just to move make some space for them. So we're going to start with him. He's finest houred, so 3s to hit, 1 disease, and 2s to wound. 2 1s in there, so 1 at -1.
Saved.
All right, and his mount, is he going to just send it? Nope, not a single hit. All right, and then we can just pile in these Blight Kings.
I've got.
Oh, yeah.
Still has to fight.
Go hit me and I'll pile in the meantime.
Sorry, what was the aura on this guy for the pile in thing that the Piper does?
There is no pipe. He's mortal, so he doesn't get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so red team gets the honor of fighting back against the Glotkin. Sadly, I wasn't able to get that third one within range of his blade, but he still gets to fight with the dragon because we're within 2 inches.
Yeah, just within.
Just barely. So the Warblades first. These are hitting on 3s. Those are misses.
One of them is Titanic Dueled, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's fine.
Okay.
It's at the stage where going back would be counterproductive. So 3s to wound means that
2s,
you
'cause
have...
they're
Oh yes,
spell.
because of the magical blades. That is 9. 9 armor saves at -1.
So -1 puts him back to a 4-up because he is Mystic Shielded. All right, and 5-up ignores. None of them. So that's 6 more damage. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Here we are.
All right. And then we're coming at him with the dragons. Let's do it, dragons. So the 3s to hit. And we need 2s to wound, thanks to Celestial Blades. Celestial Claws and Fangs. So that is 7 armor
7.
saves at -2.
So back to a 5-up now. I will block 3, which is 8 damage total. 5-up ignore. Oh, I made 1 this time. Hey, okay. So it takes 7. He is literally 1 wound left.
Indeed he is.
Yep, 12 plus 7 is 19, and he has 20 wounds, so
Yep.
that's cool. Yeah, let's just do it like that at this
1
point.
wound remaining.
1 wound left. And then the Blight Kings will hit. Only 4 have gotten into combat, so we will just roll 20 attacks. 5, 10, 15, 20. And no all-out attacks or defenses, because I already spent those, so 3 up, 3 up. And if you weren't capped out on disease, this will certainly do it. That's their job.
So I'm glad I've
Yeah.
got a ward save. Oh man.
Oh, and 3s to wound. There we are. So that's going to be 6, 9, 12, 14 at -1.
14 at -1, you say?
Yes.
That's not an insubstantial amount. In fact, with that modifier to his armor, that puts him on 4+, which
That's
means
right.
for Sigmar.
Ah.
Oh, so he takes 5, 6, 7, 8.
That'll do it.
It could.
Oh, that's
But
right.
I got
you
the
have
6
your
up ward
Oh,
because of my clock
Here it
synergy to
is.
that vein of Gur.
You need to pass 3 of them.
I gotta get at least the number of the beast in order to live. I do not. He dies horribly. So I'm gonna explode into the Harbinger of Decay because
Okay.
it couldn't happen to a nicer model.
Fortunately, that burns my battle tactic of Slay the Warlord.
Indeed it does.
But an 8-inch charge is too risky.
And he's taking back a grand total of 3 mortal wounds.
4 up ignores. I block every single one of them.
Good on him.
There's my saves.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, that
Okay.
was it for you. Thanks
Yep.
for playing. Boop.
And with that, we can just tick up the disease and roll some disease rolls. So starting with the blues, they have just 1 on them because they're hanging out. That is a 5, so that's a mortal on them.
They might save it. Nope.
And then the reds will have 3 because they have 2. I forgot to check for 6s on the Maggotkin. Oh well.
There weren't any.
Yeah, there weren't any. So 2 plus the one at the end of combat is 1 more mortal on them.
Okay.
And then 3 on them because they'll tick up 1 as well. They take 1 mortal.
Yep. There we go.
And that is the end of my turn. You still have 5 on here to my 2, maybe
Yeah.
3. But I do still... Oh, I piled off the objective. Well,
Yes,
I
indeed
didn't
you
even
did.
pay attention to that because I can't see over that wall. So I guess I failed my battle tactic and score 3 points. And that is, yeah, they shouldn't have even been charging to begin with. It's just a huge misplay. That's okay.
If anything, I've made that same mistake, and I have it on recorded
Yeah.
camera evidence to prove it.
Well,
Check our battle report against the Daughters of Cain.
and with that, we can go on to Stormcast Turn 3.
Correct. Okay, so we are back for Stormcast Eternal number Phase 3. Word thing again. Love it. This turn, I'm going to pick Bring It Down. We're going to bring down the Titanic Glotkin monstrous beast thing.
Should be easy.
Well, he's got 1 wound left, and
Yeah.
he's looking a little sick, so maybe we got him. I can't do any heroic actions this turn because I got no heroes on the board. So we're checking your heroic action.
I'm gonna heal with my guy, my Harbinger Decay, that's his name.
He's going to fail at that because he's sick.
He rolled an 8 and he's Bravery 8, so he's good.
Damn.
He's sick.
Oh, he's sick. Good, not sick.
So
bad.
he heals 1.
Yay! That's bad. Not good.
There you go.
All right. That means that we're moving on to the movement phase. So we'll do that, and we'll come right back. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. It is still the Stormcast Eternals end of the movement phase.
Yes.
However, because we are so close to the the Glotkin, yes,
Yeah.
the Glotkin, he has triggered the Blight Craig. The Blight Craig has allowed these kings to charge as if it was their charge phase, and therefore they have charged my blue team. However, I have Salvation arriving on the field in the form of the Celestin Prime, who is amazing and awesome, and he will be doing his job in just a few moments. Please watch accordingly. So first he's going to use his Comet Strike Scepter. He's going to aim for a point within 24 inches of these dudes here. And then he's basically going to dump a Comet into it, and you'll suffer a D3 mortal wounds for each of those 2 units. So on the Blight
4
Kings, nope,
Or just takes it, yeah?
just takes it.
Okay, yeah.
So the Blight Kings enjoy 2 mortal wounds,
Yep, they take them both.
and the Harbinger takes 3.
And he has a 4 up. Takes 1.
Nice.
Hey, I just healed that wound. Yeah, and then we'll put 2 damage upon... Ooh, there we go.
Meanwhile, green team will breathe into the flies over here. So that's a D3 and a D6. The D3, a D6. So that's 9 mortal wounds for those flies.
Oh boy. And then we'll block 5 of them.
Nice.
So one guy has 3 wounds left and the other one dies. Because that last guy only had 1 wound on him. That'll be the banner. So we're just gonna pull him and put 3 wounds.
Is it this one?
Yeah,
So he has 3 wounds taken.
taken, indeed.
And then blue team's going to breathe into the Blight Kings. So that's a D3 and a D6 again.
Yep.
So D3, D6. So that's going to be a grand total of 5 mortal wounds.
5 up ignores. I block 1, so you kill a guy. Yep, and the 2 wounds will carry on over to just some other dude.
And then red team's going to breathe on the Maggotkin. So that's 2 misses and 2 D6. Or excuse me, 1 miss and 2 D6.
Aha.
So that is 8 mortal wounds.
He'll be fine, right?
He could shrug it all off.
Nope, he dies.
He dies. And then he exploded.
He didn't do none of that. He's just dead.
Well, he put up a good pooey fight. We know that
no,
we
he
were-
didn't. He rolled all those ones. I hate him.
I was trying to be nice, but yeah, okay, he's kind of toast. Maggotkin does not have a good record on this channel, sadly. Right, so then we're going to move on to charge phase. So Celestin Prime, he's going to trigger his Orrery of Celestial Fates to do a 12-inch charge into the Nurglings.
Yes.
Boink!
Hi there.
Hello! Red team's going to try charging as well. They're going 7, which, unless I miss my guess, is probably enough to get this Bile Piper. No, it is not.
Oh yeah, they're 8.
They're 8. I could charge the Harbinger of Decay. But then I pulled the Blight Kings. So, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Okay.
All right. Right, so we're going to go on to fighting then. I'm going to start with blue team because they are in the fight of
All right, we
their
both have
fights.
1 CP left.
Yes, indeed. Watching it eagerly with anticipation to see where that CP will go. Right, so blue team's going to fight the Blight Kings.
No, I'm not gonna all-out defense.
Oh, monstrous actions. They're in
they're
Hunters of the
hunters.
Heartlands, so that's fine. Over here, also in the Hunters Heartlands, and that's it.
Yeah, he's not a monster.
Not a monster. He plays a good game, though. So that is a miss, and then all of those are hits.
Okay.
Oh, blue team is spicy. They've been ain't to get into my models. So we're looking at 3s to wounds, so that is 6 potential wounds and -1 rend.
Back to a 5 up armor. Cool. All 1s and 2s.
All 1s and 2s.
5 up ignore. 1. So that kills 1 and brings the guy down to 1 wound left.
And then enter the dragon. Hitting on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, miss. And oh, all right, just 1 at -2 rend.
6s. Nope.
2
5s.
damage.
Nope. Kills another guy and puts a wound on the next.
Very nice indeed.
All right. My pick is going to be the Nurglings.
The Nurglings.
They're going to. Bah.
Hello, Nurglings. How are you today?
We're having a good time.
Have
It's
you
gonna
heard the
be
word of Sigmar?
Even better when we roll all of these 6s. You
The
just
word of
watch.
Sigmar is hammer. He's the all-star hammer delivery service.
15 attacks coming in on 5s to hit. Looking for 6s. There we go. Now we're
Respectable.
talking.
Oh, there's
5
one more.
more.
There's one more 6.
6
Yeah.
disease points.
That's pretty good. That's maximum points. Or no, it's almost maximum.
If I stay alive for combat, it'll be.
Oh, excellent.
And then 5s to wound. 3 armors for you, mister.
And is there any rend on those?
No, I'm a Nurgling.
Oh. Okay, save me on 3s. 1 goes through and gets him. 1 wound. Although,
4 aboard.
4 aboard. Nope, that does
Yeah.
actually go through and tag him.
That's Nurglings.
Good job, Nurglings. Well played. I'm going to fight the Blight Drone.
Yep.
So that is 2 dragons attacking with Warblades, hitting on 3s. Oh my. Oh my no. So that is 6. And 3 potential wounds at -1 rend.
So that's going to be 6 up armors and 5 up ignores. He's dead.
He's toast.
Takes exactly enough to die.
Alrighty.
Yep.
I'll just scoot him over there for you.
And then with that, I'm just going to fight back with these Blight Kings.
Blight Kings,
will-
fighting time.
They're just gonna pile in
Do it.
such that we can do little bow ties at the end, so they're all within an inch. Yeah, I still have 6, so I do still have to do that. Mm-hmm. And then it's a little messy, but they're doing the same over here. So that's 6 guys hitting you. So boop boop boop. So 6 times 5 is 30. Thank you. I'm gonna have to count out these dice, so I'll come right back.
All
Okay.
defense.
All out attack. You can hold on there. So these are 30 attacks coming in on 2s, thanks to all out attack. All right, so just picking out the 1s, those are my misses. And how many 6s? 3, at least 7, so you're capped. And after that, we're wounding on 3s. All right, pick out the 1s and 2s here. Boop, boop, boop. So we're looking at 4, 8, 12, 16. 16, back to your 3-ups.
Right on.
So -1 + 1.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that go through.
Okay.
So that will kill 1 and put 1 on a wound.
Yep.
And then he will explode into those Blight Kings.
Yes. Also up to a full 6.
So that's 9, 10 because we have the Blaze of Thunderstrike armor. Oh, come on. Nope.
Nothing.
A big fat zippin' zilch.
Hey, we also did roll the Dragon to the Tempest off camera, and you did not roll that 5 up to get me.
Sadly, I did not.
So-
Okay.
Celestin Prime gets to smack my poor little Nurglings.
Oh yeah, so he was up there for 2 whole turns, so he's got 7 attacks right now.
We're both out of CP.
He's hitting on 3s. So
Okay,
4,
I'll be fine.
and he's wounding on 2s. So that's 4.
You're supposed to roll 1.
That's minus 3 Ren.
Yeah.
So that's 12 damage, or no, sorry. Yeah, 12 damage total because
Yep,
3
3
damage apiece.
5 up ignores. Plink, 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 plink. Okay, yeah, that's good. So you kill 1.5, which the half I just heal back.
Well,
You know
that's
what that
unfortunate.
means? That means we're tied on the objective.
Yep, sure does.
So they take the 2 damage, but that's the end of combat, and into the battle shock, they heal all wounds allocated to them. And we can do disease, so because they lived, you'll take up to 7. Go Nurglings! These things overperform for 105 points every time. So 4 ups on the Prime. He will take 4 mortal wounds. Nice.
Saving on 4s. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So he has 3 left? He's
3
8
left.
total? Okay. And then just 7 more on this dragon. And that is going to be 3. All right, nice and average.
Saving on 6s. Nope.
Working my way through. Puts him back down to 1. Puts him back down to 1. And those red dragons have 2 because they finished their movement near the Glotkin, so they picked up a disease back then. 1 mortal on them.
All right.
And they just take it. And those guys have 2 on them because they finished a movement as well when the drones were still alive. They're fine.
They're fine.
So that is your turn for scoring
You got kill the Glotkin +1 for monster.
for doing it with a monster. So there's 3 with your battle
You
tactic.
kill the monster.
Yep, and kill the monster for 4. However, nothing here because we're tied on it. I took this one back because I got that charge move. And are you on that one?
I am not.
Okay,
I had
so-
moved off of it with my pilot.
Still get 4 points.
So 4 points for killing the monster with your battle tactic.
That puts me at 11.
11 to 7, or 7-11.
Bing, bing.
Let's do a little roll off here and see where we end up.
Turn number 4.
Green dice like me, so I'm rolling. No, double 1s. Well,
Looks like things stay
I
away.
win the roll off because it's against the double turn, and I think I think I'll take it here. Well, we'll come back after and see what I decide in the end. Okay, so I am going to take the turn. I think this is my chance to get a bit of scoring and try and stuff up some more dragons before they get to run around and wreak havoc on me. So I get 2 CP because my general's still alive and I'm going first to Rob's 3.
2.
Oh yeah, your general's dead, so just 2. That's right. And with that, for summoning points, I have a Nurgle unit wholly with... Actually, I should check if that's wholly within because it's 11 inches. He is not wholly within. So I will get 1, 2, 3 into tree for 4, which only puts me up to 6. All right, so no summoning this turn. That is okay. Unfortunate, but okay. For disgustingly resilient, everything auto heals a wound. I may have forgotten that on this guy last turn. Or no, I didn't. So he's gonna heroic recovery though, at leadership 8. And we're also on number 4 of the wheel, so Rob won't get heroic actions either. 7 is under my bravery of 8. 2, so he's back to full. My battle tactic is also going to be kill a battle line, which is just this guy here. And that is no rallies because everything's stuck in combat. So we can go on to the movement phase and we'll see where things end up. Okay, so end of the movement. Not a lot has happened. Just before we go into the movement though, just forgot I was killing monsters on turn 2 and 3, so I'm actually at 9 to 11 points. So good to know. Also, I forgot to cast with my guy with Arcane Tome. He just put Mystic Shield on my summoned Bile Piper right there. And that was the only things we forgot, so just back to movement. These Nurglings retreated because they don't want anything to do with him whilst they still own the objective. He did a little run just to touch the objective and grab it because the dragons aren't on it. And he walked confidently over because his general best bud is coming over with him. That is it. No shooting, so we can just go right into charges. I'm going to start with this Harbinger. He's going to need more than a 3, and he's good.
I'll use a command point to volley fire into him.
All right, so that is going to be 2 of them.
I believe so.
Yeah, just 2 of them.
2
Okay.
6.
Yeah. Love it.
5.
4 up ignores. I quad 1, so he takes 4 wounds. What is going on?
You want it, you gotta fight for it, lad.
Oh my goodness, what is going on? And then the Bile Piper is going to join on in and charge. Just trying to time up as best as I can. So a 9 is beautiful. He will go right there, so just touching him at 3 inches, and that is that. Also, these guys ticked up a disease at the end of the movement, but that was the only one. And with that, we can go on to my combat phase. So my first pick for combat is going to be, I think it has to be the guys onto the blues or monstrous actions, because neither of these are hunters, so you get a monstrous action.
Yeah, I'll stomp the Harbinger of Decay.
Yep.
Yep. You can enjoy 2 mortal wounds.
Takes 1 more.
That's fine.
Yeah. Up to 5. I think I picked the Blight Kings first because I don't want you to drag into the Tempest another one.
That's fair. All out defense on the blue team.
Okay, I have 2 CP. That's the last of your CP.
That's correct.
He has 3 wounds on him, so I don't even think I'm gonna bother.
4.
All out it. Yeah, 5 wounds left. That's right, because he's 9 total. Oh, stop it, you. Like that. It's a little too slippery to bother doing too particular. I don't think I'll need the CP anyway, so I actually will all out attack. So 30 attacks again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then 6. There we go. So these are hitting on 2s. Get out of my hand, you dirty dice. So picking out these 1s here, and then 6s, we got 5 disease points, not container points. Then all of them will roll to wound on a 3 up. Oh, and the Bile Piper's tune is no pile-in, because, obviously. Picking out all these 1s and 2s. They were kind enough to be right next to each other for me. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 18. 3-up armors for you with the -1/+1.
All right, let's see how it goes. 3+. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just enough.
6 upward.
Oh, that's right. Now he'll live. He's going to live.
Saved 1.
Yep, saved 1. He has 1 left, but he's at max disease at least. But he'll get to hit me.
Indeed he shall. I'm going to activate red team first. So I will have...
Yeah, just that one guy can hit.
yeah, he is the champion though, so that's nice. I'm going to send the blade attacks into the Harbinger of Decay and the dragon attacks into the Celebrity Bile Piper.
I'm going to all-out defense with
One of
the
those
Harbinger.
hubris things that I'm going to regret later. So we're hitting on 3s, so that's 3 hits.
Okay.
And wound on him 3 times, -1 rend.
With the +1, puts me back to a 3-up armor. Take 2, 4-up ignore. Takes 1 more, he's got 1 wound left.
That's all right. And then Celebrity Bile Piper, he's taking 4 hits. And 2 wounds at -2 rend for 2 damage apiece.
Oh, you know what? We forgot. He couldn't have all-out defense. Or no, actually? Nope, he's good. He's just outside of 7. Okay, never mind. Just wanted to check that. So 2 on the Bile Piper, they go right through, so he has a... Or he has Mystic Shield, so they don't go right through. He has a 6-up armor. Okay, they go right through, so 5-up ignore. I block 2, so he takes 2 damage.
That's all right.
Do you drag him into the Tempest, or is it non-heroes?
Well, that's a great question. Let me find out for you.
And they do tick up a No, they won't tick up disease yet.
Yeah, enemy unit, just as long as the roll is greater than the wounds. So if he's got 5, I could get him on a 6. That's not a 6.
Thank goodness. Then, yep, I'll do my Harbinger of Decay. He's got 3 attacks with his Scythe. He's going to hit you on 3s, 1 disease, and a wound at -1.
Saved.
Okay, and his mount on 4s. Whoa! 2 disease, 4s to wound. 2 saves, no rend. He's up to 4.
Save both.
Stop it. I want to hurt you. And you can hit my Blight Kings.
And so I shall. Looking for 3s again. Wow.
1.
He's getting tired of killing all your Blight Kings. That's 1 at -1.
Too much meat. I take it. 5-up ignore. Take it.
And dragons. Dragon's happy about it. 2 for the dragon at -2.
So they have a 6-up for that. And 5-up. 5-up. I take 3 damage. That just kills the guy who had the 1 wound on him.
Well, that's easy.
Hey, I'm down to a 5-man unit. No more coherency problems.
Nope, not dragging him into the Tempest
Yay,
either.
thank you. And then finally the Bile Piper will smack ya. He's hitting you on 4s, 1 disease, 2 hits, and wounding you on 3s. 1 at -1.
Saved.
Ah, come on. You're no fun. Alright, end of the combat. We'll take up disease, so from 5 to 6. And he ticks up. He was already at max, so just going to roll for him. Can I get a single 4-up here? Yes. He takes 4 mortal wounds, in fact.
Quadruple 6s.
Look at your 6s. I save 1.
Alright.
He'll explode into Blight Kings.
Yep, because it's not combat specific.
That is correct. 1 mortal wound.
Ow. Put a wound on just my icon. And then that does get my battle tactic, and the red dragons have 6 dice. Looking for 4s on them. My disease rolls have been pretty good, at least. 4 mortals on them.
Alright.
No exploding on me when you're all the way over there. Then the Prime has 1 on him. Nope.
Nope.
And the greens have 1 on them. Yes. All right. 1/3 of a dragon. Wow.
Progress.
Yeah, progress. That's it. No battle shock for either of us. So I will score all the points, and it's turn. This is turn 4, right? Yep. So 4 times 3 is 12, and my battle tactic for 3, because I killed a monster. So 2 plus the monster for 3. So that battle tactic put me up to 12, and then I score 12, so I'm up to 24. And with that, we can go on to Stormcast Turn 4.
Okay, so here we are for Stormcast Eternals turn number 4. For my battle tactic this turn, I'm going to pick Slay the Warlord. And
Yep.
that's the plan. And then Heroic Action. I don't get one this turn because that Wheel of Corruption is still on number 4, so that's unfortunate.
I will make a CP on my general because he can't heal and is already finest houred. Yes, I do.
Good stuff.
I'm going to immediately spend that on rallying these Blight Kings. So I'm going to roll 5 dice looking for 6s. I got 2 6s. Oh, babe. Oh, boy. So that'll bring back 2 Blight Kings. None of them are special. Nope, there's a banner, so let's put them back, and we can go on to your movement, I assume.
Yep, pretty much.
No casting, yeah.
Okay, so movement phase complete. We've hopped over and taken this objective firmly. And now we are going on to the shooting phase. Comet Strike Scepter is going to dump a D3 wounds onto the Nurglings for 2.
5 up ignores. Take 1.
All right. Dragon Breath from Green Team into this sloppity bile piper over here. Taking a D6 and a D3. So D3, D6. So that is a grand total of 5 mortal wounds for that bile piper.
That's him.
Yes, this one here.
5s. Yeah, okay. Now
Good
I
stuff.
save the turning around.
Yeah.
2 wounds on him. Another wound dice and another tray. Oop.
The 2 red team dragons are going to breathe onto the Harbinger of Decay.
No.
2d6.
Yeah, this is why healing or
11 mortal wounds.
and like that. Even 5 of them wasn't enough to do it. So
Ah, well, that's a shame.
sorry, friend.
Good job. He put forward a noble effort, in the sense that he is a giant, stinky plague monster. Right, so charging time.
He almost did damage to you.
He did. He
Watch
did
out.
some damage. So the dragon green team makes it into the sloppity bile piper,
Sorry, friend.
and the Celestin Prime is just going to make that charge into those nasty, nasty nerdlings. Got it.
Just want to check if I'm within 14 of each other. I'm not, so they can play different tunes and they won't conflict with each other.
Or they can play the same tune and conflict, or not conflict, or something.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's gonna do the no pile-ins tune, and he's gonna do +1 to wound rolls tune.
Cool. I'm going to lead the way with the Celestin Prime. He's hitting on the Nurglings.
He's hitting on them.
Hey, how you little poo piles doing? What you doing after the game tonight?
12 again.
Yeah, 12 again.
I need to put these dice back in their cubby. They'll be fine, right? Oh, I don't think so. Yep, that kills them both.
Nice.
Sorry, guys. Can only do it for so long.
But they put forward a noble effort once again.
Yes. He wasn't within combat, so he should be at 1 disease. My pick will be the Bile Piper, who's +1 to wound.
All right.
He's getting 4 attacks. This is my... No, he's gonna all on defense. So he's gonna smack in normally on 4s. Oh, I should have all attacked. There's 2 3s in there, and wounding on a 2. Okay, that's him done.
I'll fight the Bile Piper that hasn't fought yet with my
He's gonna
champion.
all on defense.
Good stuff. So that is that many hits, and that is 4 potential wounds at -1 rank.
So onto a 4 up because he's +2 with the Mystic Shield and all at defense. Cool. 5 up. He dies. Yep, takes 3 and dies. Cool. He's really tried, but yeah. just falling apart there. That is all the picks, so...
Bile paper over there?
Yeah, you can smack him. That's right. I just assumed he was dead.
Oh. Well, we shall put that question to rest shortly. Wow. Green team's pretty mean and nasty after that turn off. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 7 at -1.
6 up armors, nothing, and then 5 up ignores. Blocks 3, 4, just enough to kill him.
There we go.
That. And there goes him.
Okay.
So for scoring, you
Scoring time.
have 2 objectives
Yep,
for
so
4
that's-
each,
For 8.
and battle tactic with a monster,
Yep, so 10 more.
11.
11. Even better. So that puts me at 22.
All right,
To your...
24.
Nice. All right. Well, looks like we're going to go down to the wire on this one here.
Yeah, it's turn
let's
5
see what we
now.
got for turn number 5.
Oh,
We also have a 5.
I win
so
the roll
things
ties
that-
still.
Yeah. So what's it gonna be?
I'm gonna take it before you get a chance to score, I think. Although, doesn't look like there's a lot I can do regardless.
You just,
I have a plan. I have one small hope.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. Going on to Maggotkin. So I guess we can just go right into it.
Sure.
There's really not a lot. No hero, so no heroic action. We're on number 5 of the wheel, so you do get one.
Yeah, I'm going to take heroic recovery on my Celestin Prime. He gets it for a D1.
Oh,
So-
and the disease on him. Would you have taken a damage?
he has a 4-up.
Yep, so
Four
he
up
takes a
board.
mortal.
Saved.
Okay, these guys had 2 on them. They're good, and the other guys have
2 it says.
takes 2.
All right, 6s.
They should be
Nope. 5.
They should be only taking 1 actually, because
No.
I don't know where they would have gotten that bonus.
That's fine.
So I have one small hope here, and it's called charging these Nurglings in and surviving to grab that objective from you, because I can't summon onto it, but I have to be outside of 9, wholly within 7 of a tree. Oh, my tape measure is falling apart. There we go. Boop, boop, boop.
Rivets.
Yeah. And then these guys, my battle tactic is going to be kill a monster, because that's the only really doable one. Yeah. And because if I try and go after the prime, even if I do somehow make that charge, they just walk on and grab that objective. So kind of regardless of wherever they go, it's going to be holding 2 points on anywhere. So they kind of need to charge over and kill them and keep holding the point for as long as possible. So we will move them 4 inches and come back after that. Okay, so the Nurglings have made the triumphant return. The Blight Kings have just moved a little closer to their battle tactic of killing a monster. So we can do some charges. These Nurglings can't reroll because they're not champion or elite. So they just need a hard roll of 9 right here.
Oh!
Not a problem.
Man.
They do what is required of them. So they will get on
They
in.
do it happily. 'Cause they're
Yes,
Nurglings.
because they're little Nurglings. And then the Blight Kings can charge in. With an 8.
I'm going to use my command point for a stand and shoot.
I thought you might.
D3 and a D6.
You also have no pilings on this wheel, so just so you know. But, yeah.
When have I ever had that?
Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
that's a cock dice. I'm going to re-roll that. So that's the D3, D6. So that's 5, 7 mortal wounds. Hey, 7.
7. Nicely done. Go like that. No, screw it. We're gonna just go all in on it. So I'm gonna just roll some 5-up wards here. I'll be fine. There you go. Just air the confidence, and I take 3 mortals, so one guy's at 1 wound left. Let's put it on this guy right here with the bell. Boop. So my first pick is going to be the Nurglings, because they need to, if they can kill them through some miracle, then they can actually
Save the game for you.
save the game. Exactly. So 5, 15, or 10, 15. There we go, 15 attacks. You can do it, little buddies. 5s and 5s, they did it last time. I believe in you. All right, let's see. Let's see what we're looking at here. Pretty good again. Pretty amazing. There's 5 disease points, so you're back up to 6. This is this.
How many wounds does he have left?
He has 4 left.
Wow.
And 5's to wound. I believe in you, Nurgle, one last time.
Nope.
1.
3 plus.
Yeah.
Look at that.
4 up
Wow.
ignore.
That's
Very
nice.
cocked.
No, that's
Yeah. Oh, it can happen. Miracles can happen, kids.
not. Gonna have my red dragons fight back on your nasty Blade Kings.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s. And winning on 3s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 at -1 rend. Oops.
So 5 up armor, not all up defensing or anything. Take 3, 5 up ignores. Take 3. So the guy with 1 wound left will die, and 2 on the next.
Dragons hit 4 times. Only wound once.
These dragons are all or nothing. 6 up armor, and 5 up ignore. Take 1, so that guy has taken 3 damage.
Dragon of the Tempest. Nope.
Yay! Alright, then they will pile in. Yeah, screw it. They're gonna pile in. Everybody's gonna be on hitting ya. So that's 6 guys again, which means we're back to 30 attacks. I'm just gonna put my dead friend over here. See how quickly I can count up that many attacks.
I'm gonna use all out defense on them.
That is fair. I have no choice but to not use anything. 5, 10, 15. Or I guess just, what am I doing? There's that many, and there we go. So that's 30 attacks. Sorry about making you wait there. We will hit you on 3s, wound you on 3s. Look at all those 2s that don't get to hit. Lots of 1s as well. Okay, so there's 4 disease on you, so you're up to 6. Why are you at 2 again? Yeah, I just forgot to take it down. You're up to 5, not 6. That's my fault for not keeping track. Those greens should be at 1 as well. Wounding on 3 ups, though. Okay. 1 fail. Right?
Wow.
Right?
Good.
10. Oh, knocked that one over. 5, 10, 15, 17 armors. -1, +1.
Yep, so we're saving on 3s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to take a second to double check to see if I'm wholly within 12 yet. I am not. So that's 5.
No relentless attackers because you're big.
Indeed not.
And then
Yeah. Smashing some Nurglings. So that is 5 hits. 5 wounds at -3.
I needed you to roll a little worse than that. Yeah. 5, so just 15.
15.
Yeah. But I can roll 5 ups, right? Yeah, okay. That's some amount. 6, 9, so 2 die. That means 1's alive, which means if you die to disease, it's mine point. He has damage, but he's about to heal it back anyways, so it doesn't matter. And so we can roll for disease. So he'll go up to 7, and they'll go up to 6. So 6 dice on the reds for 2 mortals.
All right.
He lives.
Yeah.
So I fail my battle tactic. And then 7 on the prime, which is the important part. Nurglings. They can do it. No, they can't. That's 2.
I save 1.
Yep. Close, but not quite close enough. So I will just score 5 points, and that is it. So that puts me up to 20, or turn 5, yeah, so 29. Going into the last turn for Stormcast.
Last turn for Stormcast.
Oh, and a disease roll for the greens. Yes, they take a mortal.
Yep. Sure do.
All right. What's your battle tactic?
So my battle tactic is going to be something I have to consider. So we'll come back for my turn in just a moment. Okay, so that is basically the end of my hero phase after I have heroically moved my regular dudes afterwards, which basically gets my green team onto the point, and that will end up scoring me 15 points after the end of the game because I will crush those poor Nurglings with my Celestin Prime. The red team and the Blight Kings are going to continue fighting, but since green team has claimed the objective, that gives me a surmountable lead of 15 plus my 22, and that's before I score a battle tactic or anything of that nature.
Yeah, an aggressive expansion for 2 more.
Yeah, I guess I could.
39 total.
Wow, that's not a bad game. That's not a bad score, and I think that's actually my first win on this channel too.
There you go.
So, wow.
Yeah, I needed these Nurglings to kill the Prime so that he wouldn't score 5 and I would score 5. 10-point swing, and then they needed to kill the red so they could redeploy back onto the objective so that he wouldn't steal it from me, which is why I didn't all-out attack last turn.
Yep. And that was the game. So once again, that was an excellent game. Thank you very much, Mateus. We hope you all enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed playing it. And we'll see you next time on Saga of Dice.